Hi, amateur chefs. Today we're going to be making tofu pad thai. It's Meatless Monday, guys. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. Okay, the ingredients are going to be in the description box below. So I'm using the already cubed extra firm tofu, and I am going to add some Lari seasoning salt to it. Then I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of my green seasoning. I do have a video on how I make this green seasoning. If you guys haven't watched it, please check it out. I'll make sure to put it in the iCard, as well as this one was a second version that I made, and I added a little bit of lime juice to this one. So just add a little bit of lime juice to it if you are following my first video of the green seasoning. And we're just going to mix everything together. If you guys don't have my green seasoning, feel free to season it how you guys season chicken. I just don't like the taste of tofu, so I make sure that it's well seasoned. But I don't want to over season it to where it takes over the pad thai flavoring. So you don't want to use too much here. Next up, we're going to use the rice noodles and boil them on the side. So those only take about 5 minutes to boil. So in the cast iron skillet, you're going to go ahead and add your tofu, and we're going to cook the tofu until they are brown around each side. I like them a little bit darker. I feel like it helps the tofu taste better. Again, I am very much a texture person, which is why I buy the extra firm. I don't like the squishiness of regular tofu, so I do want it to be a little bit more firm, and I find that browning it a little bit more helps me with that texture. So I'm just going to mix it around. I do have my skillet on medium to high heat, and we're going to allow this to brown up as I add the onions into it. And then you're just going to continue to mix these things around and then take a look at how the color is looking. I want it to be a little bit darker than that, but it's good to start adding the rest of the ingredients. So next up, we're going to add the bean sprouts. Now with these bean sprouts, I'm using the geisha. I'll have the brand in the bottom in the description box below, but you do want to rinse these out before you dump it in there, and then add it to this. You're just going to mix it around. You don't want to overcook this, so I would turn the heat all the way down in this step because the bean sprouts are supposed to add texture. Next up, I'm using the Thai Kitchen Pad Thai sauce. The one I'm using is not vegetarian, but they do have a vegetarian and vegan option for you guys available at the store. So if you are vegetarian and vegan and want to try this recipe, just be sure to buy the one that says vegetarian. The one I'm using has fish sauce in it, so it's not vegetarian or vegan. It's more pescatarian friendly. So just want to make sure that I noted that one when I put the brand below. Just know there is a vegetarian option for you guys. Okay, so now that we've been mixing everything in, we're going to add a little bit of soy sauce just to help with adding more sauce to it. You don't want to add too much soy sauce or too much pad thai sauce, so it's not too overpowering to the dish. We'll add more after we add the rice noodles into it to see if we need a little bit more sauce. So now we're going to add the cooked rice noodles on here. At this point, you should have your stove turned on low just to make sure that you do not overcook the rice noodles. So you're just going to mix this around and try to get every inch and every noodle and making sure that it's not dry. If it starts to look a little bit dry, you want to add some moist soy sauce and more pad thai sauce. Again, don't add too much. Add in moderations because too much could be not that great. So here I am adding just a little bit more, and I'll add more as needed. And guys, that is pretty much it. I put it in a bowl. I love cilantro on my pad thai, so I'm gonna add quite a bit of that. If you don't like cilantro, you don't need to add it, but I love it, so I'm gonna add this. If you have peanuts, crushed peanuts are also very, very good on pad thai as well. I didn't have that, so I didn't add it. Next up, because I wanted a little bit more of the crunch, I did add more bean sprouts to it because again, I like that texture and the crunch, and then just a little bit of lime juice, and then it's ready to go, guys. Add as much or as little sauce as you want, but it's an easy meal. It probably took me all of like 10 minutes to actually make this, and then I like spice, so I went ahead and added some red pepper flakes, and it made the perfect pad thai for me. So guys, if you like this video, please make sure to press the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next amateurish video. Bye guys.